So, people nowadays use the internet almost every day, and almost all of us also use the internet almost every day. But do we really understand what the internet is all about? So, Brian McGill once said, curiosity is one of the great secrets of happiness. But when I first discovered what the internet was about, I was very contented. And today, I would like to share this happiness with all of you. So by the end of this speech today, you will be able to answer these three questions. What is an IP address? What are routers? Are they edible? And which is faster, unused space or Dropbox? Okay, first here we are with our device down here. As we connect to the internet, we are actually connecting to other devices owned by other people, like you and I, normal people. And also we are connected to supercomputers that are owned by Google and Facebook. Okay? And all of these devices have an address. It's like address of the houses. And they are the address in the internet. And this address is called the IP address. And with these addresses, we can send information to each other. So we can send information to Facebook if we want to. So let's say we are sending a request for a login page to Facebook. So we send this information, we send this mail to Facebook, and when Facebook receives it, it'll return with the login page. So here we are. We enter the IP address up here, and then we press enter. And Facebook gives us the login page. That easy. Okay? Now we have the first problem solved. So an IP address is an address given to devices on the internet world. Okay, so it's just an address. So now we would like to know how exactly are we connected to the to Facebook? Are we connected by a wire? Are we connected by what? What are we connected to? One way to think about it is, yeah, just connect by a wire, but when you come to think of this, this would require that we have billions of wires connecting to Facebook. So that's basically impractical. So what really happens is that our device and some devices around us are connected to a local stop called a router. And these routers, along with other local routers, are connected to another higher level router. And then, eventually, we will reach Facebook. So, when we have information to send to Facebook, we write the address on our mail, and then we send it to our local router. Our local router will then decide, oh, this mail should go to the next router, so it sends it to the next router. So, the router is kind of like a post office of the internet world. So, it reads the address and then forward to the next post office, which is the next router. And then eventually our mail will reach our final destination. So here is the figure showing how many routers there are between my dormitory and Facebook.com. So there are about 18 routers between my dormitory and Facebook.com. Okay? So now we have the second check ready. So internet routers are internet post offices. Okay, that easy, and they're not edible. Okay, after we have the basic structure of the internet in our mind, we want to know what affects the speed of internet connections. So first thing, just as post offices are can only manage so many mails per day, routers also have a maximum capacity. So if there's too many information, they cannot process it all at the same time. So suppose that we are up here and our destination is down here, Dropbox, and note that there are always many people trying to connect to everywhere on the internet. So as we can see here, the router in the center is very crowded, so there's kind of like a traffic jam. So when we want to try to go to Dropbox, what happens is that there'll be something like a traffic jam in the middle, and that'll cause the internet speed to become slow for our connection. However, if we are connecting to some place closer to us, such as NTU space, what happens here is that we are not taking the highway that is congested, but we are taking the freeway, which is free. Okay? So what this does is that when we are on campus, which means we are closer to NTU space, our internet connection speed will be much higher than that of connecting to Dropbox. Here we can see that this is connected from my dorm. NTU space is much faster than Dropbox. So if we are on campus, NTU space will be much faster than Dropbox. So next time you have a very big file and you're on campus, upload it to NTU space. Sorry. Okay, so now that we have all the checks ready, let's do a little summary. What is an IP address? An IP address is just the address on the internet of the device. Sorry?
On the internet.
Oh yeah. And routers are just like post offices in the internet world, and which is faster, Dropbox or NTU space? If you're on campus, I would suggest NTU space. All right. Congratulations, fellow Toastmasters. You are one step closer to being an internet expert. Hear me.